key to getting success is to reprogram the subconscious mind. And you can do this through a morning routine. So in this video, I'm going to show you a morning routine for success. And if you don't know me, I'm the real Robin Williams. Also, if you don't know, I actually placed this video in a series of other videos that covers a ton of features that this company covers when it comes to helping entrepreneurs get results in their life. And so this is just one feature of a few tools that we do have, and I'm going to get into it. If you're new to this playlist or haven't watched a lot of my videos, you might not know that these morning routines that are in here are actually adjustable, meaning you can delete some of them, not really delete them, but turn them off, and you can also reorder it. If you don't know the power of a morning routine, you basically are doing some things that's going to help you feel good for the day, so to have some instant gratification. You also be able to, again, reprogram the subconscious mind so that you can start getting some of the results that you want. So let's jump right into it. As you can see, we have the meditation, visualize, purpose, affirmations, gratitude, today's mantra, stretch, exercise, journal, plan my day, and read. The key to this for me, for somebody that's busy or you have a lot of stuff going on, is to keep what you can short. So don't be focused on creating an hour workout routine when that's not part of your routine yet. Maybe you haven't worked out in 5 years. You want to make sure that you have small bites of action for things where it makes sense. So you don't want to overwhelm yourself. And I just reset my morning routine so that you can see me flow through it. So the first thing we have is to meditate and pray. If you know me, I love meditation, and I think it's definitely a great way to start your day. It's magical. A couple of these things are magical. I can tell you or try to convince you how magical this is, but you won't know until you do it yourself. And in this video, I'll definitely put a link to my meditation video in case you want to understand how I do meditation, but you do have a guide here as well as a prayer guide if you prefer to either pray and meditate or just pray. So you'll have your options here. And then once you're done, you mark it complete. I'll just mark everything complete because I already been through this. You have a vision board where you can put 6 pictures on here. This will help you get that imprint into your brain. So every day that you pretty much get a notification, because you can set this app up to ping you during the time you want to do your morning routine, right? So every day that you imprint these images inside of your brain, you're actually getting closer to your goals because your mind is starting to retrain itself. You activate something called the reticular activating system, and it's a pretty cool thing to experience. Again, one of those things that you have to experience on your own to believe it. So I already did that this morning. The purpose and affirmations, basically you add your purpose, your affirmation. The cool thing in here, we have a really good template in here for you to start out with: a major definite purpose, a self-confidence formula. I myself also add the Freedom Crusaders Manifesto is a big part of the company that I'm with now. And as well as you have the ability to add whatever affirmations you want. So I also added my customer avatar as an affirmation to attract the type of customers I want. And if you have key areas that you want to add affirmations for, you can add them in here as well. The gratitude is something I did this morning. I hit save and it actually went away. So I did not want it to go away for this video, but it's a couple of tips that I have for you in the gratitude. If you're not used to this, you might want to put 3 things down. If you love it and you know the power, you might want to start off with 10. I don't know. But ultimately, gratitude is just like meditation. It's magical. It will move mountains. It will start attracting things to you like crazy. I love it. And also for those who like to write it down like me, you can write it down. I do a picture and I upload a picture. I'm gonna upload it right now. So I uploaded a picture and from there I just mark it complete. I like to use a pen and paper because it just feels better, but I also have came to the conclusion that I feel good typing it in as well. I have done that before, but I think I just lean back to the paper and pen. So even if it comes to the journal piece we'll get into in a second, if you prefer to write it down, you can. I say upload it and put it in there so that you can hold yourself accountable that you are doing a morning routine, and it still gives me dopamine. You can write a mantra for the day. I already wrote one: success is in those little actions, repeat it over time. That's my mantra for today, and you can save it. And this is actually the part that actually marked itself complete today, and I was like, oh wait, I need that for the video. So I just reset the whole thing. Anytime if you want to stop your morning routine for whatever reason, you can click do later to go to the next one if you just want to skip that one, or you can click on the tree and that'll take you back to start on your morning routine so you can finish it. If you want to pick it up on your computer or phone or a different device, it's all synced. So when you want to continue, you just go where you left off. I did my little stretching this morning, but you do have some examples of what you can do here. You can just check it off. I didn't even know you could do that actually. But I usually do my own little stretch from top to bottom and I go from there. But if you don't know what to do, you can check it off. That's pretty cool. Same for the exercise. I usually do an app. I'm one of those people who haven't exercised in years, like real exercise routine. And this app, even on the lowest level, has been kicking my butt to the point where I don't like to feel pain. It really be painful meaningful for days. So I do the app sometimes, and sometimes I do my own thing. I would tell you right now, this is probably very similar to what I do. Keep it simple. Instead of trying to drag yourself to the gym, unless you really have that desire, just do a quick exercise. I do a 5-minute exercise right here, and it feels like I can instantly start feeling better in my body. I can feel it, and it actually works. And then work your way up to longer exercises, but you'll definitely feel the difference in your energy. And then a journal. In order to move faster, I just came up with a template. I coordinated with ChatGPT to come up with a template. I wanted something that didn't feel daunting. I wanted to be able to keep moving forward with it. I knew if I tried to spend time writing an entire journal that was laborious, I would not continue to do it. So I came up with a quick template that can just annotate some of the key areas in my life. So instead of me starting from scratch, thinking of what do I say about yesterday, and actually I do mine the next morning from the day prior, because I knew, well, what was happening was I kept failing to do my journal because I wanted to do it at the end of the day to reflect upon the day, and that wasn't working for me. So I do it in the morning and reflect for the day before. So I came up with a quick template, but I already typed out my journal and its entry. Nothing crazy personal today, so I don't mind pasting it. And so once you're done with your journal, you can just mark it as done. So I'm gonna just put this here and then mark it as complete, and that's done. You also have the plan your day. Look at this 111. I always get these numbers. It's crazy. But I like to do that kind of in the app a little bit so I can rearrange some things. So I usually do that before I get to this part. And ultimately, if you have something that you want to add that isn't on your list, you can add that here. Then if you're unsure of what you need to plan your day for, you can start a guide, and it'll guide you through. Basically, is what's the MVP, most important task for today? You can type your answer. It's questions to help you target your most valuable priorities, and you can start looking at those to figure out what your MVPs are. And then once you come up with your answers, you can just add them. Mark that complete. And in the reading, you can set whatever reading time. If you're really busy, you could do 3 to 5 minutes, even a 1-minute read. If you're like really strapped for time, it will probably make a difference. Well, it should make a difference over time. It's just going to be really short, so make sure you're focused. But ultimately, if you're somebody who likes to read and maybe 30 minutes is cramping your schedule, just take it down to 15 minutes. So you can adjust that, start reading, and a timer will go off at the end of that. I should have played it. Let's see. Maybe I'll be quiet and you'll see it flash in 1 minute. All right, we're nearing down the 1-minute timer, and so you'll see it perform and do its thing once it's done. All right, awesome. You finish your reading for the day, Robin. So you click on awesome, and I think it automatically marks you as complete, or no, maybe not. So you mark it as complete, and your morning routine is done for the day. And the really cool thing about it, I won't be able to get to a lot of the other things that you get within this app. Throughout the day, it might be beneficial for you to have tasks, right? You have these goals and you want the tasks to help you reach those goals. And in this app, you'll be able to do that. I'll cover that in other videos, but I think it's truly amazing to just go in this app and repeat it over and over again and not look at it as something like, so back in the day when I did productivity stuff, or when I was told to do professional development stuff rather, it felt like a mandatory school session, and no one really explained to me the power in doing it. And it wasn't until a lifelong journey of lessons that I understood why we should be diving into books on a scientific level, why we should be looking at the goals that we want each and every day. And so I don't look at this app as a dreadful thing that you have to do, or oh my gosh, I got to get my discipline up so I can do this app. I look at it as an opportunity to truly reach the goals and desires I have in my life. And so that motivates me to use it, because I know the science behind this. I can't say you're guaranteed to get the results that you want to get if you use this app. I will say your best bet is to use this app in order to go after your goals and your dreams, because that will most likely give you your best chances for achieving those things. And I believe that through other experiences that I'll share with you later, and you probably heard some of them, like finding my long lost brother who lived in Germany, traveling to the top city in the world at the time that I was asking for it, or it was the top city that I actually wanted to travel to, as well as other things like money, experiences. And so I truly believe that this app, which is $10 a month, is truly saving people's lives. So again, if you want this app, definitely click on a link at the top of the description. I will have a link for it there, and you can check it out for yourself. Oh, and I don't want to forget that if you buy the app for you and your family can also use it. You'll have up to 7 free family accounts that you can have your household family use. And if you're feeling like other people might like this app, you can also earn 80% commission. You don't have to run it like a business. But I think this app is truly a gift to people that will use it regardless if they're in business or not. And it's good to earn if you refer. So for each person you refer it to, you'll actually get paid $8 per month for the life of that customer. So I think that's pretty cool too. Grab the app, and I'll see you in the next video.